celebrate, and we should be doing this.
Celebrating local
the
manufacturing.
water
local
kind of
economy.
raise up once it gets to temperature.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to bubble.
The governor's office is responsible for economic development. It's like, we can get federal money for this.
Hey, I'd love to come out sometime.
I think every modern kitchen needs one of these
It is.
because
It's
it's just
kind
so
of a little
cool.
bit of molecular
It's a
gastronomy.
conversation starter for sure.
Traditionally, they used to use gas burners, you know, but then gas became
Your orbit conference.
difficult to put in
so
settings
seriously,
like this, so they invented.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty recent kind of deal. Just within it's a Japanese thing.
Yeah, no,
For a lot of the home versions you see, it's almost like a chemistry
so we
Bunsen
did a
burner,
thing
and you just would get like a propane, just flip
which is
upside down,
basically,
load it with propane,
we were trying to bring together the creative, like fine arts
get
community,
lighted, and then you
tech
just
and entrepreneurial community.
That's fantastic.
And we did a session on local manufacturing there. We had like 40 people there.
Very cool.
You guys have a,
All right, I see it's starting to bubble in here.
Yeah, it's a little bit like waiting
Tech
for
shop just opened in San Francisco.
Water to boil.
water to boil.
When you have halogen heat.
We spent, one time I was studying with a tea master in Japan.
Ooh, cool.
He told me tea teaches you patience,
Tech shop's gonna be doing
and I remember that always. I think that's something that's important about both coffee and tea.
Yes.
Is there's something good about learning to wait a little bit for the water to boil, for the coffee to steep,
Yes.
etc. And I think that's what's kind of important about brewing methods like this, because you get to interact with the coffee a little bit more. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like
You slow down.
it's ground coffee, you can smell it. You know,
That smells amazing.
the guy who's
Yes.
creating open source.
I just started drinking matcha tea. You know where you use the bamboo
Totally, to
whisk
whisk it.
to whisk it up. Oh my gosh.
that sort of ritual is so important
Yeah.
in beverages that have caffeine. By the way,
Oh,
everywhere that they drink coffee, beverages that have this alkaloid called caffeine in it. So that means coffee, which comes from Africa, in Ethiopia, tea, which comes from Asia, chocolate, which comes from Mesoamerica, latte, which comes from South America. All of these have caffeine in them, and all of them have some sort of ceremony around it. And the ceremony always includes slowing down, stopping while the whole thing happens, and then conversation.
Yes.
Like,
Very interesting.
isn't it interesting? Like for example, the Ethiopian coffee ceremony, which is like the Japanese tea ceremony, where a woman's in charge, she makes it happen and everything, and then afterwards, everybody, part of the tradition of the ceremony is that people sit around and have a conversation just like we're having now,
Wow.
where they share news, they share information, they share family stories, etc.
And they've had a little bit of caffeine, so they're thinking a little bit more.
Exactly, and we still do that in the modern coffee house, right?
Yes.
When you meet somebody for coffee, you're gonna catch up on news and stuff like that. You know, it's different than having dinner with somebody.
Yeah.
It has more to do with sharing information.
It's a shame
news,
because the
and
water
stuff like
cooler
that.
doesn't quite replace that.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Look, it's starting to bubble up.
Right.
With your
Has to get a whole lot more excited. Yeah.
definitely don't miss this part.
Don't touch it. Okay. Be careful with the iPhone here. Okay. Very good.
We can do an air version of this.
Okay. So the cool thing about this is that the fact that it's all related to pressure and temperature means that you're getting the right amount of the right temperature of water in the upper story. And that's why coffee geeks like us really like
Something
it.
about
You would
vacuum.
need coffee because it guarantees that your
put it-
water
You put it-
temperature
you put
is
it
gonna
in
be,
there.
like in the optimal.
So
After.
the water's going up and then you're going to
It's all about
put the coffee
it's
in
the
there.
slowing
It's
down
all
to
about
brew
to happen for
it
you.
because it's so
Slow
cool.
food movement. It's the slow
It's
coffee.
the slow
Yeah, that's
coffee
exactly what it is.
for sure.
Oh, I'm very into coffee. I'm from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Then the boxing
Don't go
gloves are going to come
downtown,
out for who
you know.
gets this cup of
Although
coffee.
there are plenty that would say that Seattle
You probably don't want the
espresso
first
is
cup out
the
of
worst in the
device.
world.
That would be my
What?
There are certain fringe
Oh, is this the
people that-
maiden voyage of this?